heard of it? It's the greatest place ever.
Literally. I'm not even growing a child, and that's what I'll be doing.
11 p.m. Like, are you kidding? I will be in REM during that time. I'll just tell you that much. 5:43 is the time. Let's go ahead and start things off with the live look outside. This is a picture from the 15 freeway as you make your way southbound, exiting the Poway area. Meanwhile, we're at steady speeds. Things are likely going to be really quiet this morning. Again, I'm just going to read. I know I sound like a broken record, but I do assume that people opt for Fridays to work from home because that's when it is the quietest on the freeways. And then this is what it looks like on the 15. Smooth sailing right now on the 15 coming in from Felicita, Citricato as you make your way inbound from the Escondido neighborhood. As we take a look at the speeds coming in from Oceanside and Escondido, we're all in the green. Green is what we always love to see. Here's what it looks like as you make your way in from the East County headed west, about 70 to 75 miles per hour. And then we're looking at all green coming in from the South Bay. Travel times also in really good shape at last check. And we have good news for drivers. A planned closure from the 805 North has been delayed. Yeah, last weekend, the southbound lanes of the 805 were completely shut down to traffic between the 52 and Miramar Road. That was for repairs. Caltrans was supposed to close the northbound lanes this weekend, but now it's being delayed. As we said, this is all weather permitting, and it's all due to weather, the potential for some shower activity. A new date for the closure has not been announced, but of course, we will keep you updated here on air and online. Netta.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, mild drive overall. We're not looking at anything too significant in terms of slowing. In fact, we're at smooth speeds across our major freeways. Not much to talk about. This is the 52 as you shoot your way in from Santee headed westbound towards the summit, and then this is the 5 in both directions right at East Street. Left side of your screen, or the one further from the camera here, is at northbound drive as you exit Chula Vista, making your way towards the mile of cars. Look out for some scattered debris in the 2 right lanes, also known as the slow lanes, right near Mission Bay on the 5 North, right at SeaWorld Drive. We are seeing tons of green across the maps. Coming up a little later, we'll take a look at what your Friday travel times have in store. Netta. Speeds anywhere between 70 to 75 miles per hour. So if you're headed in from the East County west, anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes to get you northbound in from San Isidro as well as National City. And here's what it looks like on the 94, the 8, as well as the 52 westbound, about 3 to 7 minutes for you. As we take a quick look at your border wait times and see what we're working with this Friday morning. Oh, my gosh, really slow drives out there. I'm so sorry for anyone who has to wait to cross. Hopefully you have a Century pass. It's over 2 hours to get you in from San Isidro's port of entry and nearly 3 hours to cross in from Otay Mesa. So I would say opt for one over the other, but not relief in either entrances. And that's what we're seeing at last check. All right, well, good news for drivers. A planned closure for the 805 North has been delayed. Now, last weekend, the southbound lanes of the 805 were closed between the 52 and Miramar for repairs, but Caltrans was supposed to close the northbound stretch this weekend, but now says that it is going to be delayed due to the weather. A new date for the closure has not been announced, but of course, we will update you with that closure once we find out here on air and online. Back to you guys. Good morning and happy Friday to everyone tuning in. I got good news for you. As we wrap up the work week, we're looking at really light drives. This is a 15 in both directions right at Poway Road. And then this is that drive coming in from Chula Vista. It's usually at a gridlock on the 5 North as you make your way towards the 54. But right now we are at steady speeds. Not much to talk about. In fact, we're averaging about 60 mile per hour speeds if you're coming across the bridge to get onto Coronado in from downtown. Traveling inbound from the East County, no major issues nor delays. Some good news if you're headed out the door anytime soon. Look out for scattered debris blocking the 2 right lanes in La Jolla area. About 10 to 15 minutes at last check if you're traveling in from Oceanside, Escondido, as well as the 78 full span from the 15 to the 5. We're at steady speeds right now coming in from the South Bay, working your way northward, about 10 to 15 in from San Isidro as well as National City up to the 8. And then as I mentioned, full span of the Coronado Bridge in really good shape under about a 5-minute drive for that overall time to get you from Barrio Logan to the old toll booths. About 3 to 7 minutes for all of those drives coming in from the East County. Not much to talk about here. Average speeds about 68 to 75 miles per hour with overall travel times between 3 to 7 minutes. Back to you guys. And then last but not least, I wanted to show this one off because usually we are tapping the brakes so heavily coming in from Chula Vista as you make your way into National City. That is not the case right now. In fact, we're looking at really light drives coming in from East Street, making your way northbound. We're still tracking this. Again, really quiet out there, but you may run into some brake tapping around the Mission Bay area, specifically at SeaWorld Drive due to scattered debris. We're now seeing some light brake tapping after the mile of cars once you get towards Division, eventually making your way towards the 15 connector. But other than that, again, still really nice speeds across the board. And we'll, of course, let you know if that changes throughout the morning. Back to you guys. We're in really good shape there. Here's what it looks like on the 805 in both directions as you make your way in from Chula Vista headed towards National City, eventually making your way into the North Park neighborhood. We're at steady speeds. We have a lot of cars, but it's a small stretch of slowing, and it's not too bad. It's not the red. Remember, the red is the worst. So right now we're at average of about 65 70 mile per hour speeds, 55 mile per hour speeds to get across towards Coronado in from downtown. And then here's what it looks like coming in from the East County as you make your way westbound. Really nice drives in from Santee as well as La Mesa, and same deal coming in from Escondido and Oceanside. Travel times are looking really nice as well, 10 to 15 minutes right now in from Oceanside, Escondido, as well as full span of the 78. Big one. It's just, I can't think of it. Do you guys know the breed?
No.
I think it was a Pyrenees. Does that look like a Pyrenees type of dog?
Can't tell.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Google it.
I believe you.
sounds good.
I feel like
The smaller one looks like a different breed.
I pride myself in knowing dog breeds. Every time I see them, I'm like, oh, that's that. And that one, I was like, is that a Pyrenees?
And the smaller one kind of looks like a lab.
A little bit on the 805 as you make your way towards Home Avenue, but still nothing too crazy. 45 to 55 mile per hour speeds is what we're averaging both on the 5 and the 805. We're tapping the brakes starting at about the 54 all the way through the mile of cars in National City, but then those speeds start to increase once you get past the 15. Full span of the Coronado Bridge, 55 miles per hour, and we're smooth sailing coming in from Santee as well as the La Mesa and Grossmont neighborhoods. Back to you guys. Is normal or not. 7:02 is the time. Let's go ahead and start things off on the 15. I wanted to switch cameras really quick here because this is actually where we're tracking a crash. So this is the southbound drive. This is the northbound drive on the right side of your screen. And we're tracking a crash right on the 15 at Bernardo Drive. It's not causing any slowing as of yet, but this just popped up on the CAD probably about 5 minutes ago. So it may very well start to build in terms of the traffic and congestion through that area. We'll continue to keep an eye on it though. All right, back to you guys in the newsroom today. This is what it looks like on the 52 in both directions. Things are quiet across a lot of our major freeways. This is the 5. I mean, you can count the number of cars passing by, making their way northbound towards the 8 freeway. And then this is that southbound drive coming in from Bernardo, Rancho Bernardo in the Rancho Penasquitos area. I wanted to highlight that drive specifically because that's near a crash that we're tracking, blocking the right shoulder in Rancho Bernardo on the 15 South right at West Bernardo Drive. So just keep an eye out for that as you make your way towards Villa Rancho this morning coming in from Escondido. Travel times are in really good shape. We're tracking about 12 minutes to get you southbound from Oceanside as well as Escondido. About a 20-minute ride or so coming in full span from the 78, shooting from the 15 towards the 5. And we're now seeing a little bit of slowing coming in from the 5 National City up to about the Mission Bay area. But it looks like we're at nice speeds coming in from San Isidro up to the City Heights neighborhood. Netta? To the Rancho Bernardo area. This is where we were tracking a crash on the 15 southbound right at Bernardo Drive. It wasn't causing any slowing though, so that was good news. We were at steady speeds if anything coming from Escondido. Look out for a hit and run crash. This is on the 67 South right at Bradley. That could bottleneck things for you as you make your way towards the El Cajon Avenue area. All right, let's go ahead and pull up some of those travel times for you. We are still at average speeds. Really nice travel coming in from the North County at last check. CBS8.com is where you can continue to find more weather and traffic updates. We'll be back after these messages. Exactly the state you'll see them in if you run
Exactly.
at this street.
That's the tease. That's why you should be out there.
That's right. Never know if you're going to run into
Yeah, that's a great advertisement for the event. It's like you want to see, you know, he's the vibe. He brings the vibes. Such a great photo. 7:44 is the time. Let's go ahead and start things off with a live look outside. This is the 5 in both directions. If you're coming inbound from downtown, making your way towards Old Town, And then this is the 15 in both directions right at Rancho Bernardo. We are still not tracking anything major. We have this crash that's going to slow things down for you coming in from Escondido, but the slowing is pretty minor. It's all the way down to about West Bernardo Drive, and then those speeds start to increase once you get past that crash. We're also continuing to track this, a hit and run reported on the 67 right at Bradley. Thankfully, no injuries are involved. We just got word of that. And as we pull up those travel times, about a 15 to 20 minute ride in from the North County, 20 minutes, full span of the 78. And then here's what it looks like if you're coming in from the South Bay headed northbound, about 15 to 20 on the 805 and the 5 this morning. Eric?
Coming up here in the 70 zone, Hawthorne.